Homeostasis is the maintenance of equilibrium within an organism's internal environment despite changes in the external environment. It occurs to control the health and function of an organism, such as regulating blood alkalinity, blood glucose, and internal body temperature. Homeostasis is an essential systematic feature of the body as fluctuating environments create challenges for the body to maintain optimum cellular conditions. Homeostasis implements various biological systems to create a state of balance within the body. These systems are called feedback loops and are either positive or negative mechanisms. A feedback loop involves a stimulus from one part of the body triggering a counteractive response from another part of the body which acts to alter the original stimulus. The elements of feedback loop mechanisms are the stimulus, the receptor, the control center, and the effector. A negative feedback loop is an invoked response from another part of the body altering it, whereas a positive feedback loop amplifies the response. Diseases can result from many factors including genetic abnormalities, infection, toxicity, poisons, or environmental factors. Diseases in an organism can disrupt the homeostatic balance and body function. Certain diseases can affect the body and can cause serious ailments to the organism, one of which is Parkinson's disease. Parkinson's disease is a degenerative disease of the central nervous system which mainly affects movement. The disease occurs gradually and can affect mobility, bradykinesia, muscles, posture, balance, and speech. The disease occurs within the substantia nigra pars compacta, a region of the midbrain caused by dopamine neurotransmitters undergoing degeneration. Dopamine is a chemical messenger produced by neurons in the brain, which affect emotions, movements, and sensations. Dopamine molecules allow nerve systems to communicate to other parts of the basal ganglia to control movement. The scientific reasoning behind this cell death is generally unknown, but involves the progressive buildup of proteins into Lewy bodies. Lewy bodies are spherical masses of aggregated protein, alpha-synuclein, that develop inside nerve cells in Parkinson's, Lewy body dementia, and other disorders. In people without Parkinson's disease, homeostasis functions properly with exact levels of dopamine, therefore having no effect on the person's mobility. In people with PD, the balance within the body that homeostasis controls is disrupted and results in tremors and motor impairment due to the loss of dopamine-secreting neurons that communicate and control mobility. The substantia nigra is a basal ganglia that controls movement and connects to the motor cortex. Due to the high levels of neuromelanin in dopaminergic neurons, the substantia nigra gets its ominous Latin meaning from appearing darker than neighboring areas. Although the disease's cause is unknown, researchers have identified specific factors that may take part, including genetic mutations and environmental triggers. Genetic mutations are uncommon except in rare instances with many family members affected by Parkinson's. A recent study found excess calcium can mediate the interaction between small membranous structures inside nerve endings, which are important for neuronal signaling. The symptoms of Parkinson's disease include difficulty controlling movement, stiff muscles, speech disorder, lack of facial expression, depression, constipation, difficulty breathing and swallowing, tremors, deteriorating posture, sexual dysfunction, loss of balance, and cognitive abilities. A tremor is an uncontrollable movement that affects a part of the body, like the hand, and is one of the main symptoms of Parkinson's disease. A resting tremor and action tremor both cause uncontrollable movement. Due to the lack of dopamine in the substantia nigra, the disease disrupts the homeostatic balance and causes uncontrollable movement. Neurological disorder has no current cure and generally affects people over 60 years of age. No known treatment can effectively reverse or cure the effects of nerve breakdown in Parkinson's disease. The history of development of new therapies for Parkinson's was not recognized often in the past, as the human life expectancy was short. Scientific study of PD did not commence until James Parkinson published his essay on the shaking palsy in 1817. In the 1900s, neurosurgical treatments were being used to treat the disease. It was until 1968 levodopa pills were successfully trialed and available for patient use. Current medicine can only improve the quality of life for patients with Parkinson's. Physical treatment, such as ongoing aerobics, is often recommended to focus on balance and stretching. Current medications prescribed to patients with Parkinson's are carbidopa levodopa, a natural chemical that passes into the brain and converts into dopamine. After years of having Parkinson's, medical treatments will start to wear off, wax and wane, which is a negative result. Deep brain stimulation surgery is often referred to people with advanced Parkinson's disease who respond negatively to the medication. DBS can stabilize medical fluctuations, reduce dyskinesia, tremors, rigidity, and improve mobility, which are major symptoms of PD. The surgery involves increased risks of strokes, infections, or brain hemorrhages. The treatments temporarily help restore equilibrium with homeostasis by increasing dopamine levels in the substantia nigra, alleviating the symptoms such as tremors and balance. As technology and humans has evolved, medicine and treatments have become more advanced. Scientists and doctors are working together to discover a future cure, treatment, or prevention technique. In 2015, the Brio neurostimulation system, an implantable device which reduces symptoms by generating electrical impulses throughout the body, was approved. Several studies in 2012 found that gene and neuroprotective therapies could also be an effective treatment for PD patients by stopping progression and preventing symptoms.